class of 2023 valedictorian will attend the University of Connecticut next fall, where he will major in mechanical engineering. I would like to introduce our valedictorian, Matthew Derrick.
Good evening and hello to my fellow classmates. My dad is old. No, he is really old. But not my mom. My mom is young. "45 years ago, this week, my dad crossed the stage for his graduation on this field. Now that is a long time ago. The world was so much different back then, as I'm sure many of you in the crowd understand. Show of hands, how many people here have ever used a rotary telephone? This may sound crazy, but 45 years ago, almost every house had a box on the kitchen wall. That box had a handle on it, and they called that handle a receiver. And the box was a telephone. In order to make a call, you had to put your finger in a rotary dial 7 times to talk to somebody. Back then, that receiver was connected to that box with a cord. So if you wanted privacy on a phone call, you could only get about 4 or 5 feet away from the kitchen to make that call. If the person you wanted to talk to wasn't there, the phone would ring and ring because there was no voicemail and no answering machines. Show of hands, how many people here have more than 50 television channels on their service? This may sound crazy, but back in 1978, there were 3 main channels: ABC, CBS, and NBC. There was also a 4th called PBS that no one watched. These televisions were bulky, large pieces of furniture, and only about half the people had televisions with color. This may sound crazy, but if you missed a scheduled show, you would have to wait until the summer and watch something called a rerun. Now imagine trying to watch TV, but the volume is too low or you want to change the channel. You will actually have to stand up and go to the TV to change these settings, since there is no such thing as a remote. Show of hands, how many people here know what an 8-track tape is? This may sound crazy, but back in 1978, one of the ways to listen to music outside of your home was this 4x8-inch box that held a tape of 10 to 12 songs. After 8 tracks, there were cassette tapes, and after cassettes, there were CDs for music, and now all of this is antiquated. Today, one of the most incredible devices is able to act as a telephone, a TV, and a music player that people in 1978 could never imagine, the smartphone. The generation that walked across this stage from 45 years ago was responsible for developing the technology that allows us to have a smartphone. Unfortunately, my dad wasn't the one who did it. The generations before us were responsible for giving us technologies that we currently take for granted: the internet, Wi-Fi, GPS, Snapchat, Instagram, streaming services, flat screen TVs, remote controls, texting, email, voicemail, computers, laptops, electronic garage door openers, microwaves, AirPods, Bluetooth, electric cars, Amazon Prime, and so on. We started by talking about what happened 45 years ago. Let's now talk about 45 years in the future, the year 2068. It's now our job to take the baton and run with it. When the graduates of 2068 walk across this same stage, what things will exist that we can never imagine? What's the vision that the class of 2023 can develop for the future? Over the last 4 years, our teachers have motivated, guided, and supported us with lessons that have helped us grow and mature. With our knowledge, we have the ability to create technology that will make the world a safer and better place. We owe this to the class of 2068. Before I leave, I just want to thank my family, friends, teammates, teachers, my piano teacher, guidance counselor, and the administration for helping and supporting me throughout my time at Shelton High School. Roll Gales.
Thank you, Matt.
Gianna Bakulis.
Diana Banks.
Luke Badalato. Luke Barroso.
Matthew Derrick.
Ava Champagne. John DeCamps.
Benjamin DiMartino.
Joshua Chevalier. Denise.
Judy as class president.
Members of the class of 2023, please rise. It is now time to enter life as a Shelton High School alumni. Traditionally, the turning of the tassels symbolizes moving from candidates to graduates. At this time, please turn your tassels from right to left.
So we talked all night about the rest of our lives, where we're gonna be when we turn 25. I keep thinking times will never change. Keep on thinking things will always be the same. But when we leave this year, we won't be coming back. No more hanging out, 'cause we're on a different track. And if